Hey guys, welcome back to King's Outdoor Life. It's been a while since I've done a video, and I didn't think anybody really cared, but I have several people saying, hey, we missed the videos. Why aren't you doing videos? So you can hear the dogs around back, and they're really glad I'm doing videos again, I guess. They're whining about it. But anyway, so today's video, we're going to look at doing a new door here at the back of the house. And we've been doing all this pool work back here. It's one of these things where nobody looks at the access door to your crawl space when it's just around back and nobody goes there. But when you've got a pool and everything out here, there's going to be a sitting area here, people are going to notice. So if you can see it here, it's been there like 40 years. It's done great. Problem with access doors is, you know, they're heavy. You got to make sure they hang right, they swing right. You got to be able to get under your house from time to time. But how often do you need to get under your house? Like twice a year? So I was trying to come up with a really cool way to build this, and what I kept running into is, you see, like around the top, you want to be able to cover that. Around the bottom, you want to be able to cover that, and being able to swing and cover that was going to be really hard. So what I decided to do, since you only go in there about twice a year anyway, just make a fixed structure. So what I'm going to do is build a square box to go in that will sit inside of this, and then cover it with boards running all the way across. And then I can screw it in two places. If I ever need to get in there, I can get in there and fix it. So that's the plan today. I'll start with the boards here, and then I'll cut some hardy planks to go across, and we'll see how it goes. All right, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, click like and subscribe. Pro tip number one, get you some plastic folding tables. I picked these up at an auction, at a foreclosure auction, and I don't remember. It's been a long time, so I don't remember how much they were, but they were cheap. They're light. I move them around. When we build wheelchair ramps and stuff, we use these to set up our workstation. So that's pro tip number one. Pro tip number two, think about your dimensions and think about your lumber. These are 8-foot 2x4s, and my opening over there is 49 by 38, roughly. It's about as square as a disco ball, so not very square. But you got to take the smallest measurement and measure that out. Now I got to figure out what'll fit on my board. So if this board is 96 inches, 49 plus 38 will fit. I can fit two of those measurements, the bottom and the side, off each of these boards, and have a lot less waste. Two 49s won't go on this board. Two 38s would, but it would leave a lot of waste. So I'm gonna get a 49 and a 38 out of this one, a 49 and a 38 out of that one, and I'll have a side and a bottom. I decided to go with 49 and a half. So I'm going to mark this here. But you got to think that you're going to have to add your bottom to it. So I'm going to do 47 and a quarter. So that'll make it 49 and 3/4, which was my number. And then when I measured this one. I don't know if you can see my little marks there. There's a mark there, there. So I've got only 11 inches of board waste on these two. And I'll cut one more for what do you call it, a stud down the middle to nail to. We'll cut these off and we'll be ready to go. All right, so I got my frame built and put it up there and realized there was two double joists right there. So I had to cut it, take it apart, notch it so it fit right in between those two joists right there. So I had a thing in the middle. I'll take that off, like a stud in the middle. I'll move it over 2 inches so it'll fit, and we'll do it again. Well, there it is. My problem with videos lately is I get busy and start to do it and then forget to do a video. So all I did was overlay these 1.25 inches each one, and I've got it hanging down 2 inches here to make sure it covers the bottom, 3 inches on each side to cover the sides, and about 2.5 to 3 inches on the top. And it worked out whole boards. I could cut this one about 1 inch probably, but I think it looks better just for them all to have the same overlap. I've got one coat of paint on there. I'm gonna do another coat of paint, make sure I get the little joints and make sure I fill them in with paint. and I'll show you what it looks like when we get it in. There's your finished product. Kind of looks like it was always been there, right? Really doesn't even look like it is a entrance to the under the house. I've already had to take it off one time and put it back on to get under there to turn off the water to my shop, and worked just fine. You can see there, you know, the screw at each top corner, but you could put fake handles and fake hinges and dress this up as much as you wanted to, but for our purposes, it's a wrap. Hey, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, click like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.